In my previous video I did a low light performance test with my Sony RX100 VII. I used automatic settings because it's a point and shoot camera, but it's also a very capable camera for advanced users, and I have got a lot of feedback of people who wants to see how it performs in manual mode. I want to make a shout out to some viewers that gave me feedback in my previous video. I am so thankful for all your comments and for your help in my process of improving the relevance and the quality of my content. Angel Torres suggested that I should lower the music a little. Well, that's a quick fix. Pix to Flix Dennis, he suggested an overlay with the settings where I provide the ISO, shutter and aperture. Lion Street TM subscribe to see the test with the manual setting. That's the way to go. Subscribe if you want more content like this.
Subscribe!
Oleg Vorkonov said it looked like I had the auto slow shutter on for low light, and that's correct, so in this video it's turned off. And ZZ wanted to see a comparison with a phone. Those are all great ideas, and I will incorporate that in this video. So I should say that in this video I'm shooting with the full aperture, which is 2.8 on the Sony RX100 VII, and I'm shooting at 4K 30 frames per second because I want to shoot it slowly so I can have a slower shutter time, and I'm using twice the frame rate, so it's shutter speed 60. So the only thing I can really change in this manual mode is the ISO in those different scenes, and in this first scene the ISO is 3200. I am in a hotel area which is lit up, but it's late at night, and as you can see it's mostly the pool behind me, and I would still consider this a dark place. And I should also mention that YouTube is compressing all this footage, so it's not perfect for pixel peeping or so, but if you are an online content creator like me, this will give you a good idea what the content will look like when you upload it on YouTube. And just like Oleg suggested, this is a comparison with my phone. I use a iPhone 8 Plus, and the settings are of course automatic, but I have set it to 4K for a better comparison. If you don't know how to film in 4K with your iPhone, check my previous video where I showed that. I have now moved to the beach where it is a lot darker. There are some buildings in the background that are lit up, and I have increased the ISO to 12,800, and I would guess it's still very noisy. But I would actually say that if I was walking around and vlogging, I would actually use the automatic settings, because if I'm turning around you will have a totally different exposure, or if there is a car passing with the headlights on or something, that will ruin your exposure. But for just testing the ISO and testing the noise and all those kind of details that you want to see, this is the manual settings with the aperture 2.8, shutter speed 60 and ISO 12,800. And now I'm shooting with my iPhone again for a comparison. And that was just an alarm going off from my car. I am now in a somewhat dark indoor environment, and I have set the ISO to 6400, It might be a little bit overexposed, but I wanted to show in ISO 3200, 6400 and 12800, so that's why I'm using this setting. And here's a comparison with my iPhone 8 Plus. I actually shot this location once again, now with the settings 3200 ISO, because I think it will be more exposed, like how my phone exposed this scene. I should mention that the audio comparison is not fair with my iPhone, because I'm using a external mic on the camera, and I'm using the built-in microphone on the iPhone, and the external mic on the camera is my Ceremonic SR1, XM SR1 or something like that. I can put a link down in the description. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That will make all the difference for me. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.